Sophia, I didn't believe it happened to me.
Okay.
I was one of those girls who were like, hey, a man to touch me? Hey, that will be the day. I kept on, I always used to talk like that. But when it happened, I just got paralyzed. I got helpless. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a very long time to realize and to see what was really happening. And the one thing that made me snap was, after continuous beating, obviously, one day he comes and beats me in front of my children. Now, when I am seeing my daughter getting confused and she's running to protect me, my son is on the floor because he was just crawling, crying, that is when something just hit. Like, hey, woman, wake up. This thing is happening. Now he's not just abusing you, he's abusing your children too. He may not beat them, but they're watching this. What am I teaching my daughter? That this is okay? What am I teaching my son? That it's okay to beat a woman? That is the day I say, you know what? I cannot take this anymore.
And how often would this abuse happen?
Abuse, I would say this, it's not just physical. Abuse is emotional. Any woman who is with a man and you say, oh, he doesn't beat me, but he'll call you stupid, he'll call you foolish, useless, that's abuse. That is abuse, serious abuse, because it breaks you down, it kills your image. Many women don't know they are women today because of the words that have been spoken to them over and over again. They're not confident. You find they are beautiful, they've got beautiful bodies, but they want to add more things because someone told them they're not worth it, they're not beautiful,
enough, yeah.
They're not good enough. And for me, that's abuse.
Yeah. For many, at some point, it becomes, they start blaming themselves. They actually buy into what you're saying. Whatever it is this abuser is, pushing out there, saying about you, you believe it. Did you at any point buy into what he'd say, no matter how unreasonable it was? Did you start seeing that, by the way, maybe I'm the problem?
I did.
Yeah.
Of all the kids that my father bore, as in girls, I was the one girl that he never thought I would one day come and say, Daddy, I've met the man of my life and I want to get married, And for me to make that relationship work, because my parents never approved of it. He was a Muslim guy, and I've got nothing against Muslims. They're wonderful people. They're people like us. But I come from a very religious family, like Christian family. And for my family to accept a Muslim, that was something else. So for me to make that marriage work was very important.
Yeah.
Very. So I had to, every day I check myself. And I'm like, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm not a woman enough. Maybe I'm not obedient enough. Maybe, But later on you come and look and you say, you know what? Maybe I'm not the one with the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a problem.
So when did that point come, when you said, maybe I'm not the one with the problem, I have my kids, this abuse is going on for too long, now it's happening to my kids in extension as well, I need to leave?
That day when he beat me in front of my kids, that is the day I said, I am living with a monster, and this monster has got to go. It's either he goes or I go. And for me, that was it. And I realized I have given it my all. And I'm not saying people should give up on their marriages. If you can work things out, work them out. There is nothing as beautiful as marriage. Especially when God has blessed you with kids, they need a balanced family, a father and a mother. That is how God designed it. But if you cannot work things out, and this dude is making you a punching bag, trust me, the next thing you know, you're being buried 6 feet under. So
did you tell him I'm leaving, or did you just leave? How did that separation work out?
I played, not really play, but I hadn't worked for the longest. He never wanted me to work. I was just home. And I told myself the first thing I need to do is find a job. And we fought. There are days when I would wake up going to work and he will come with a belt and he's telling me, you're not leaving this house. There are days where I would have to work because I was doing breakfast show at East Africa Radio then. And he will take the car keys and I will have to walk across town. That is 4 a.m. in the morning so that I can make it on time. And there are days whereby I will be locked outside. Like I come back from work and I'm locked and I'll be seated outside. I'm hearing my kids cry for me. I'm locked outside to 1 or 2 a.m., but I had to make it work. I found a job, saved up a little, and I told him, I am leaving. I didn't lie. I didn't beat around the bush. I didn't hide. I told him I am done and I am leaving.
So you left with your kids?
I took my kids with me when I left. And I remember that morning, we had an argument, a very serious argument that morning. And I was not ready, but I said, you know, the little that I have, God will make a way. When he left the house, I called my young sister and I'm like, I need help. Please come home. Left her with my kids, went to the bank, took whatever I had saved, took a truck, not a very big truck because I didn't take much. I just took a few things for my kids and for myself and called the landlord because I'd been looking for a house. I told him I'm coming to pay for that house today because in Tanzania you have to pay 1 year. I'm like, I'm coming. And I had to negotiate with him. I'm like, I don't have the whole year rent. Can I pay 6 months? And thank God he agreed.